Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Kinda Hot, Kinda Healthy. We are almost in the 60s. I think this episode might put us in the 60s. I think this might be episode 60 or 59. We're getting close to 100. We're closer to 100 than we're not. And so I'm happy you're all here.
Oh, I like that. I feel like we should almost be in the 100s already because for how much.
I know. But remember, we were doing once a month.
Oh my God, those were the days.
And then now we're obviously at bi-weekly, and eventually we will get ourselves to weekly with you guys being
We
here
are
and
weekly.
subscribing and watching. Oh my God, we were never monthly then. What am I talking about? We were never monthly. We were bi-weekly.
Yes.
Wow. I don't, okay. Hi, I'm Allie and I'm losing my goddamn mind. Maybe it's because I'm just hypnotized by your hair because it is so slay. Guys, go over to YouTube. Maddie did the chop.
I did. I wish I measured how much I chopped. It had to have been 12 plus inches.
Yeah, you know what we could do is you have a picture of you sitting down in the chair, and then after we could just like, like measure, you know what I mean? Like we could figure it out, I bet. I see people do that sort of shit on TikTok or whatever. We'll figure it out because I'm
Yeah.
interested. Because I cut nine and I thought nine was bold. So you at least did 12.
I at least did 12. Yeah.
That's a whole foot, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
foot. Miss Ma'am, you cut off a foot. Did you weigh yourself before and after? I'm just curious.
No.
That would kind of be wild.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. But no. And honestly, it was just there was probably like 5 inches that was just straight dead. Like it was probably
Yeah.
just dead. Like
Yeah. Like when you would get out of the shower and like go to brush your hair, all that sort of stuff, was it super tangled or was it pretty easy to comb through? Because when
well,
mine was long,
mhm.
it was like all the dead ends. It just was like easy to brush down, but then it was just like a nasty ass mess. And I was like,
Well, I always start at the bottom when I brush my hair, and then I work my way up.
I know. I
So
really should, but it's the impatience of it all.
yeah, and I also use a like detangler protectant when I get out of the shower, so I put that on
Of
first.
course. Of course.
Mhm.
But with your hair that like long, like even when mine wasn't as
It
long as yours, but I still like got all the
no, it
products,
did,
doing all the things. It sucks. And your arm
but
hurts.
I know, but also like I had two things helping is I didn't do a lot of heat. Like
Yeah.
I never really styled my hair. And then I also wear a bonnet religiously to sleep.
Mm,
So even my hairdresser, which I love her now, and I am so happy I finally freaking have one. No more of
yeah.
the terror. If you guys remember the hairdresser I had, and I wrote an email about how my life was like terrible after her. But what was I saying? Oh, she was like, "How long has it been since you got a haircut?" And I was like 2.5 years, and somewhere around there, like maybe a little, yeah, around 2 years, 2.5. And she was like, "You could, if I just wanted to get trims, like she recommends people like." I think she said 2 to 3 months. But
Yeah.
for how my hair is, like it wasn't that bad. Like
Yeah.
it didn't start getting like knotted until probably like a month ago. Like I
Right.
would get some like loose, not loose ends, split ends, and I would get like a knot, but it didn't start like waking up and like just throughout the day. And I'm like, oh my God. Like that's when I was like,
Yeah.
the day I got a shower, and I don't think I read this email yet, but it's a funny email. But the day my hair touched my fucking ass crack, I was like, we're done.
Yeah, that starts to get questionable. That starts to get
It does.
questionable. Oh my God. Because you always see, I don't like on TV shows or online or whatever, these people that have insanely long hair. Like there's this one girl, she's like, I've never had a haircut and I'm like
That
24,
is
25 years old. And I'm just like, that's a choice because your head
it.
must be so heavy.
Yeah,
How long does it take you to wash your hair? All the product. I'm just like, that's like a
yeah,
full-time ass job and couldn't be me. Even with long hair, it was never like it was long, but I don't know.
yeah. No, I feel like lighter. Like it was just so much, and like I can even like after today getting ready, I'm like, and it was only okay. Right now, I'm still learning how to do it. My sister helped me
Yeah.
with it. but it would have been if I'm, let's say, like used to doing it, very good at curling it, all that. Probably like an hour and 15 between
Way
showering.
more, way more. For with your old hair,
Yeah, I couldn't do
way
like
more.
right, but there was nothing to do with it either.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like if you can only like it's only gonna hold the curl so much. If you're straightening it, it's like, well, it's already pretty straight. It's just like you have so much more variety now. You are in this hotter version of yourself. It's like we're mature women, okay? We make bold decisions and we chop our hair and we don't give a damn. All right. We're here for it. I'm gonna remember we were talking after like I cut my hair or was talking about before I wanted to cut my hair and you're like, ah,
Mhm.
and I was like, I'm doing it. I
Literally, and
put the seed in your
you
head.
did. And like I just feel, and I was even saying to my sister and her husband, like I just feel so much more put together. Like I
Yes.
I have jeans on, I have a necklace on, I have my earrings in. You can't see, I don't have my ring on yet, but I feel way more put together. And like you just show up. Like there is something about getting a shower, doing your hair, putting a little makeup on, and some jeans, and you're like, who am I?
Literally. And it's like it's kind of sad because like it's literally doing like the bare
Bare
minimum.
minimum.
But when we work from home and we're not seeing as many people, it is
Yeah.
hard to show up for
Yes.
yourself. And
Yep.
so if I'm leaving the house, like got to make sure I'm put together. I just got back from the gym, so I feel like just like kind of gross right now, but today was like my day of like I
You
have to
look
go
gross. I'm
I
kidding.
know.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
probably don't
kidding.
smell the best either, but like here we are. I didn't have time to shower and wash my hair before. So I was like, all right, we'll do that later. Got to go to the grocery store. It's cold. I can't have my hair freezing. Like that is just, I can't do that. But there's just something about feeling like you're putting time and energy into yourself, like getting a good workout in, you feel so good.
Yes.
Making a good meal for yourself, you feel loved. Putting in the extra 45 minutes to just put yourself together, maybe half hour, right? It just there's something about it. And we're in like the colder months, so we need to actually put that much more effort into ourselves because
Yeah.
girl, sometimes it be hard. It be hard.
I 100% agree. I just show up so much different in life, in my
Yeah.
business, for myself when I do those little things. Like my one of my big things I've been focusing on is not scrolling the first thing in the morning. Accomplished
Hmm.
that. Did not scroll today because it's just another dopamine hit to your brain, and like
Yeah.
then the rest of the day you're more like predispositioned to like be on your phone and scroll.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially
but
where most people are in front of screens all day long
yeah.
for work. So if you can start your morning without that screen time,
Hmm.
I often just feel better because like unfortunately the truth is we are on our phones or computers for a significant portion of time because like that's where the work happens. Um, but if you can like just start off the morning and like feel like you're getting into your inner homestead life and touch grass and you know
Instead.
yeah that's the first thing that came to my mind like I'm in a prairie I got my homestead I've got chickens like what's a cell phone me when I don't check TikTok in the morning.
I think at some point when I have literally though, it's funny. When I have like because I aspire to like have multiple streams of revenue, like
Yeah.
through property and like other kinds of stuff. Like I will probably go back to like a flip phone and just not be on social anymore.
Mm,
Like I just think it's just such a it's just so hard because podcasts or businesses like we
it is
have to be on
hard.
social, but like I just aspire to like I've met people and they're like, oh yeah, you really don't use it. I'm like, what's that like?
What is that like? Yeah, and part of me, I really love the fact that like we have like such um like we have smartphones because and that's literally makes me sound so boomer coded but like what else do you call them like they're smartphones
Yeah,
but like you have the ability to connect with people literally all across the world if families
yeah,
traveling or meeting new friends like there is such an awesome side to it but the fact that like we don't just use it for like pleasure or connection. It's like we're on it all the time. So then we're working, and then we're pleasure, and then connection, and then this and that. And then it's like, oh my God, like my thumb is sore. Like I need to get off the damn phone because I'm just like constantly scrolling or typing or like it's
Yeah,
ridiculous. But,
I agree.
I love the morning, no phone, put yourself together, get your thoughts in order,
Hmm.
and you're showing up and you're glowing. She's slaying.
She's slaying, she's glowing, her hair is done. Yeah, my hair, and the best part is that I don't like this haircut when my hair is not done.
Mm.
So that's
Why is
really
that?
gonna. So we talked about the pictures before, about what the haircut was looking like,
Mm-hmm.
but she definitely cut it shorter than the picture. And then my face framing bangs were not just face; they go in like deep, like very deep. So when it's
Mm.
not like done and like
Like get more
curled
of
and
a
like
curtain bang.
I wouldn't even I don't even know what to call it. It's very rocker. Like when it's straight, like just regular, like I look like I'm a rock star. And like for some people they might love that, but for me I'm like, I'm not that edgy, you know? So like
I think it's what you would call a curtain bang because it like kind of it goes like this, right?
no, it yes, but it's deep. It's deep.
Oh, like goes deeper back. Oh.
Yes, it's just a lot, like very like a lot.
Okay. Because I feel
It
like it
looks
didn't really show like that in pictures.
Yes, I'll have to show you a picture when it's straight. And
Okay.
when she turned me around and showed me it straight, I full on died. I was like, I hate my life.
No.
And then I was like, I was a little like, this is a little bit too much to what it's not exactly what I wanted. She made it more like flow in, it looked
Okay.
better. And then when she styled it, I was like, we're good. So
Okay.
it looks amazing styled, but like I don't know if I could bear with it straight. I don't think I would like it straight. So yeah.
Mm.
So it's kind of forces me to do it. So there you
Yep.
go.
Yeah. You could also get either like a hot comb, like a hot round brush, I think, or get like a Velcro roller so that like you just like heat it up and then just like put them up so you don't have to have like as much heat on your bangs, but they'll still curl because I find that I feel like my like front pieces are they have gotten a little bit more fragile because I have to put more heat on them to make them look
Uh,
good. So the Velcro
yeah.
rollers, I feel like they're just so easy because I just put like a little heat on them and then I roll them and then they sit and they don't have to be as hot for as long. Um, and they
I
just like
didn't
look
put
really
much.
cute.
Yeah, your
Oh,
hair
what?
always looks really do. I didn't put much heat, so I did
Okay,
like
good. Yeah.
just the end, and then I curled it,
Oh,
and
and
then I
just
held it. I held it while it cooled
ah,
down.
yes,
So
yes.
that's why it looks like pretty.
Mm,
I would say
bouncy
pretty
and living.
done.
She's got
Let's see.
life. Ugh, I love it. Oh my God. This is the year of us. 2025 is the year of us. And today we wanted to talk about like New Year's resolutions, plans, that sort of stuff. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of it all, I don't know why people like I don't even like that phrase, but I feel like I find it, I say it a lot, but I don't eat meat. Like I eat chicken, but I don't eat like beef, you know? So anyways, side tangent. Let's
Wait,
talk a
that would
little
be
bit.
so funny on a crew neck. I don't eat meat. I don't eat beef.
I
I
don't eat beef. Like I feel like when you think meat, you think beef. You don't think like chicken.
love beef. I'm pretty sure I went like 3 months and all we had was red meat every day.
Oh, yum.
Anyway, what do we pop culture?
So let's hit it with the hot list of hate. It's been a minute
Oh,
since
okay.
we've hated
Uh,
on everything. So what is your hot list of hate? What are we clocking today?
when someone knows you don't like being scared, and by scared I mean by uh, like coming around the corner and scaring them when they're relaxing, or like just finding ways to jump out. Like
Yep.
my poor nervous system is trying to heal. It's on edge. I get spooked so easily. Like Zach will walk into the room and like try to be loud about it. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just all the time. So anyway, I got scared recently, and it was right before bed, and I literally like my soul came out of my body, like I'm in sleep mode. I had my amber glasses on for like 3 hours already. I'm about to go lay in bed and read my vampire books and then fall into a sweet, sweet slumber. And then I literally see this head. Like I'm in the bathroom doing my face stuff, and like here's like the wall, and I see it like here's the wall, and I see a head come out like this to the side, not like this, like
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
And my body left, my soul left my body, and I was just like I literally wanted to die. And so yeah, I hate, I don't know if anyone else hates being scared, but it's not for me. It's not cute, it's not funny. No. Mm-mm.
No, absolutely not. I agree. Soul leaves the body. I leave my body. I'm looking down and I'm like, who is that bitch? And
She's like, ah!
literally, like, she is convulsing and I hate it. Like, it's not funny. I don't enjoy it. I'm like, what
No.
is the goddamn point? Because I will scream bloody murder and I can't control it. It just is like a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I am absolutely hating that with you because we're not the girls for that.
No.
Never.
Too damaged.
We are damaged goods. Stop trying to make it worse.
GG's.
Like, what is the point? Where is the joy? Like,
For
not
them, for the
scared.
scarer, not the
But what is that? Like,
scaree.
how? Like, are you a sadist? Like, you just love like fucking with other people? Like, nice. Very
For that
nice.
person, a little bit.
A little bit, a little bit. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. And then you couldn't sleep and you were all stressed.
I was, yeah, I just felt like my body temperature like went up. Like you want your body temperature to cool as you go to bed. So like that's why working out right before bed is like not the best idea because it like
Yeah.
warms you up. But I like to sleep cold. I was just like hot. I was just like, that rattly feeling, or you're just kind of like vibrating. Like I felt
Yeah.
like I could go like run a marathon. I'm like, this is not good before bed.
Yeah. You're like, I cannot be still right now. I have all this activity and like your armpits like start to like sweat in your neck and you're just like, oh my God, like I am not in the best feeling for sleep. What the F? Oh, no, I hate that. Yeah. I I can watch like scary things before bed and it doesn't really affect me, but like do not jump scare me. And I had to tell James this from like a very early point whenever like we first started living together. He would like fuck with me sometimes and he thought it was really funny and I'm like no but like and then I like had a panic attack one time because like hello unstable and he's like oh my God and I was like no like it's already not fucking funny like I'm actually like going to walk out of this house like I cannot do this and he's like oh I'm sorry and I'm like do it again and you'll die so then sometimes like if he like comes home and I like think he's messing with me I'll be like what are you doing? Like, I know you're here. And he's like, I literally wasn't doing anything. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Like, I get a little crazy. But
A
like,
little
I'm like,
traumatized.
why do you do that? Yeah. I'm like, why do you
I
do
know.
that? It's so annoying. And like, I feel like older, like, guy cousins, like, growing up would like do that shit. And I'm just like, no,
Is
enough.
it is it a dude thing?
I think it has to be because I'm not doing that to anybody. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, me and Brie would do it back to each other, but like
Not
differently,
as grown adults.
Mm, I don't think I've scared her every anytime I've been up here. Maybe not. But there's like a time and place, right? Like not when you're like about to go to bed.
You're like,
There's
when
a,
it comes to me scaring people, there's time and place.
but there's an etiquette to scaring
You
people.
know what? Fair enough. Fair. If I'm getting ready for bed, I'm like having my sleepy time tea. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
you can tell I'm about to pass out.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Okay. What's your hot list of hate?
Okay. So I don't know if the details are confirmed yet, but the rumblings on social have got me up in a tizzy.
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Barry Kieogen allegedly cheating with Brecky Hall, who I believe, I don't know what maybe she's just like an influencer. I believe she does OF, maybe,
Doesn't
um,
surprise.
but allegedly cheated with her on Sabrina Carpenter.
Let me just, in case for the people do not know what Barry looks like. Keep
Okay.
talking.
So Barry Kieogen, yeah, I don't, there is something about him that I don't find him totally attractive, but in Saltburn, I don't know, like him and Jacob Elordi's relationship in Saltburn, I totally wanted them
Was
to make
attractive.
out. I don't know why they
That's what
didn't
he
make
looks
out.
like. For those who
Yeah,
don't
okay, we'll
know,
we'll we'll create a clip, we'll post that there. Maybe this comes out a week, like it comes out like 2 weeks after filming. So like if we have an update, we will clip this and we will put that update in there. What are you doing? Have you seen her on the short and sweet tour? The sex appeal is incredible. And not that like, you should be with like a person because of like their body and their sex appeal, but why are you going to cheat on her? Like what is it? Like she's rich, she's driven, she's hot.
yeah,
He loves
ambitious.
you and your rat ass. Like what? He is a rodent man. He is the definition of a rodent man. And I find him kind of attractive. Not anymore. You lost that, Barry. But I was like,
Yeah,
in Saltburn, you had some sort of chemistry, and then Sabrina fell for you. And I was like, okay, I see it. I see the vision.
yeah,
Now there is no vision. You are in the trash. What are you doing?
yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts? I am terribly disturbed.
I mean, he allegedly cheated on her while she's on tour.
Yeah, allegedly.
That's just like
What are you doing, man?
I don't. I just don't have a lot of faith in men. Some men I have no faith in. Like it's like, and it's probably hard at that level if you are not like just like they say like money just amplifies you. So if you're a giving
Yeah.
person when you don't have a lot of money and you get more money and like you become I don't know like a millionaire, like you hit the jack lottery or something, you are still going to be a giving person because it amplifies the main
Right, right.
characteristic. So like I say that in regards of like just how he is as a human being. Like he probably once a cheater, always a cheater in a way, like
Yeah.
probably and like every girl, his appeal went up
Yeah.
from Saltburn
Yep.
and
Yep.
from oh my god, Sabrina, right? A ugly, dusty, ratty, gross junkyard man's appeal goes up when they get a very hot commodity woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because girls are like, what he's dating her. He must have something good, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I
It's
think it
it's like
was
the
just
Pete Davidson effect. Like he just
yes.
kept going and
Yes.
going and going and
Yes.
like you know, you're a grown ass man. Number one, see your children. First and foremost, go see your children, right?
Word.
Number two, if you can't keep it in your pants, follow her around on tour. Just go with her. Follow her on the tour. Like, are you filming anything right now? Apparently not. Apparently
Yeah.
not. So just go be with her on tour and be supportive. Everybody loved it. They were filming you in the crowd. They were like, oh my God, Barry's here and he's giggling at
Yeah.
Sabrina. Go be that guy. Nobody likes you now. And
No.
oh, I can't. I
And
can't.
like
You know what? Mad. Mad.
and men don't even think 10 steps ahead. Like even if he
They
wasn't
don't think two
like
steps ahead.
literally, even if he wasn't, let's say, quote unquote, making money by being on tour, he's still getting eyes on him and keeping him relevant.
Yeah,
Right? It's
100%.
being a celebrity is literally relevancy. So even if you're not getting a new on like actually like boots on the ground recording something, you're probably still in everyone's fucking mind
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, look at them together. They're the hot couple. We want to like just like when people come off of Love Island or Love is
Yep.
Blind, they're hot commodity. Let's get them on these places. And that gives you more opportunity, just like with Ariana and VPR, right? All that went down,
Yep.
opportunity went up. So
Yep.
even if he was like, I need to go to LA to make money, right? You could, it's still working for you. But no, you went to LA to go bang some chick and whatever. Like, ugh.
Yeah, no, he lost my respect. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I ever respected you. Let's just put that there. But I used to not call you a full-blown rodent man, but now you are. Now you are. For what it's worth, I am taking you off my roster of, I don't know. Maybe you should have never been on the roster, but here we are. So Sabrina, I'm wishing you peace and love and in what music? Oh God, I'm like such a boomer now. What was it? Good Graces. She said, I'm moving on with your favorite athlete. So let's hope she does. whoever Barry Kieogen's favorite athlete is, if you know it, drop it in the comments so that we can streamline this for Miss Sabrina because
She's watching.
of course she is. Hi, girl. No, I'm just like so pissed off about it because like she's
I
such
know.
a force to be reckoned with. Like not that long ago, she was opening up for Taylor Swift for the Eras tour, and now she's like doing her cute little short and sweet tour, and she's killing it every night. There's like new like videos of like her different outfits or the different positions during Juno, and it's just like everybody's loving her. And like, were you jealous? Like you couldn't handle being with such a powerful woman?
Hmm.
Apparently. So,
You think she's the next Taylor Swift?
no, they're very different. Like she is so pop star girly coded and like,
Right, but I'm talking about like not the type of music. I'm
oh, her
talking
like
about the
the
level.
rise.
Yeah.
Well, I potentially I could see it because she's been in the industry for a while.
Mm.
She has. So I think we will see where her career will take her within this next year because she had so many opportunities. She's been doing a lot. She's everywhere. She's just had the Netflix like nonsense Christmas little thing coming out. It's actually coming out December 6th today as
Ooh, I
we're
want to
recording it.
watch.
So you better believe I'm going to be watching it.
Ooh,
So
what is
I
it
think
called?
it's the like nonsense Christmas or something. It's like streaming on Netflix.
What
Um,
is it? A show?
I think it's like a little musical, and like Chapel Roan is going to be like performing Shania Twain. Um, yeah, I think it's going to be like really cute. And I think we will see her really pop off this next year because she's already popped the fuck off. But I think we'll really see her hit like that stride, and then I can give you an
Mhm.
answer. But I love her, and I'm mad. That is, I'm hating on Mr. Kyogen. Goodbye, rodent man.
Yeah, down with the rodent.
Then we'll get into the resolutions after. But speaking of Jacob Elordi,
Yeah.
did you see the beard pic?
No, so bad.
I posted it to the pod account, you guys. I died. I
Yeah.
died. Like I can't talk about it too much, or I will actually get upset. Like what the F? What the fuck? Guys,
Let me look at it again.
men look better a majority of the time with facial hair. This man, they ruined him. They ruined my husband. And
Was it for a show or anything?
it had to be. No, it had to be for a role, but for God's sakes,
When
it
did you
was
post it to the
terrible.
pod account?
Huh?
When did you post it to the pod account?
It was a story several days
Must have
ago.
expired. Okay.
Yeah, it's awful. It was really awful, you guys, and I'm feeling really torn up about it because I saw that picture and I said, this must be fake. This must be AI. It was not. It
Yeah.
was real. And I haven't been the same since I saw it, quite honestly.
Oh, really quick, before we get to resolutions again, I just wanted to say like you just said that. Have you seen that trend on TikTok where it's like they have a cake and then they're like putting pictures of men or picture what is it called? Like the hear me out
I
cake?
know.
Whatever that is, I sent it to our pod account, like we so that we remember we
Yeah.
should do that when we're together. A hear me out
Yes.
cake.
100%. Oh my God. Do you want to do a little hear me out right now? Let's do one each.
Oh, okay. Let me think. You go first.
Is it just like about like things or people or whatever we find attractive? Like hear me out, but like people would
Yeah.
say um like
Maybe
the
not like
looks.
yeah. Not like an action, right? It needs to be
Right,
like a
right, right.
picture.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Hmm. I mean, shit. Okay, hold on.
No, I can't think of anyone that's like kind of ugly or kind of like not.
I mean, I already did unfortunately mention two hear me outs like Pete Davidson and Barry Kieogen. Um,
I can kind of see that. I get it.
because Pete Davidson just like he's funny. Like if a guy's funny, there is such an attractiveness that like maybe it's not necessarily how he looks, but like, he's got he's got something about him that you're like, oh my God, he's so funny. Okay, hear me out, John Mulaney. I know he left his wife. I know there was a lot of bullshit there, but like, I'm
I
sorry,
gotta look.
get
John.
over it, ladies. He's
How do you spell
moved
his
on.
last
He
name?
has two kids. I always was like, I would marry him. I love him. I love him.
I don't even know what he looks like.
He's a
Oh.
comedian.
Oh. Okay, he's like not bad.
But there is the lore behind him where people are like, down with John Mulaney because he was married to his wife, Anna. He did not want to have kids. She was kind of like, I think would have maybe had kids. He ended up getting, he was really had a bad addiction like during the pandemic. He ended up
Oh.
going to rehab. Then he got with Olivia Munn, and now they have two children together. And like he loves being a father and all this stuff. And everybody's like, "You wasted Anna's time." And it's like, okay, guys,
Oh.
that sucks. But also, move on. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's nothing you can do.
I I agree with that. I'm trying to find my hear me out because it's not
I'm
coming
just
to
like
my
stuck
mind.
on him in his like comedy, like his stand-up specials on Netflix, like they would make me laugh so hard. I just like fell in love with this man and I see the slander and I'm like, I get it. I can't believe I'm siding with a white man, a straight white man.
Why can't I find? I feel like there's not many people where I'm like, oh, like Oh, okay. Did you watch the last Airbender?
Duh. Which one?
Zuko.
Like all like the
Zuko.
cartoon?
Cartoon, the OG.
Oh, Zuko. Yeah.
Oh,
Put that one in. As
that's
a
and
child,
that's
as me as a child saying that.
me as an adult saying that if he was an adult.
He's a child.
I said if he was an adult.
No, I get it. He was always like the bad boy.
Yes. No, I that's not bad. No, that's not hear me out. Oh, here's a real hear me out.
Okay, okay.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not
Yeah,
hear me
no.
out.
It would I think the trend is more like hear me out, like Finn the goldfish.
Yeah, okay, there probably are. I just can't think of any off the top of my head
Yeah,
right now.
we'll have to think about this and revisit it because like and maybe people would be like, "Oh God, these men are ugly." But I think it's funnier when it's like, talking about like a like the cartoon one is always good or like,
Yeah.
something like silly like that. I always love it. Like, hear me out, like the Tomcat from the Aristocats. Like people
There
like
was
but
like
like people are pulling like things like so fucking random and
wait,
I'm just like, "Wait, I get it."
the horse from Spirited Away, like that one. Good one.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So we're going to revisit this and come back with some very
Yes.
unhinged ones
Yes.
because that's where the tea is. Okay.
Yes.
Are we wrapped up on that to jump into like New Year's resolutions, all
Yeah.
that sort of glorious stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
So, do we want to talk about our personal goals or like the thought behind like building those goals?
I don't think it's a bad idea just to like give our own goals we want to
Yeah.
focus
Let's hear
on.
you.
Okay, so my biggest goal last year was continued from the year previous to get off Humira. Bing, bing, done. Did that. God
Love.
bless. So that's off the goal list. Now, health wise, I would say just continuing like somatic therapy and working on triggers and just diving more into that personal growth. Like I did a lot unintentionally last year. I feel like it just kind of happened because I wanted to get off Humira so bad. So now I'm like intentionally doing that this year.
Hmm.
So that's part of it. My old knee injury has come back to haunt me, but it's kind of been good because it was always injured but never hurt and impacted me until I
Mm.
kind of re-injured, relit the beast in a way. So now like I could have went the rest of my life and never doing anything with it. So now I'm gonna fix it with physical therapy and stuff so I never have an issue again. So I always say like with injuries too, it's a good thing that could happen out of it, whether you learn something new or whatever it is. So fixing yay old knee, getting that done. Systematic therapy, I said my knee. Um, I guess health wise, oh, also just continuing on working with Julie, with my coach,
Hmm.
for like the skin issues that we still have and my blood sugar issues I still have. So those three health things are really big for me, I think, for 2025. What are your health ones?
Yeah. I am, so we get married September 28th. And so right now with my coach, we're focusing on taking a break from dieting and getting my body ready to like lose another. I'm saying I really would like to hit that like another 15 pounds. So like it would be 45. Maybe that'll be a little bit too much once I get there, but like I'm like, you know what? Let's aim higher. All right. I'm here for that. So I'm like really excited to do that because like oddly enough, I love dieting, not for
Same.
the eating less of it, but just I love a challenge for myself. I think it is something that keeps me just kind of excited, right? Of
Mhm.
course, right now I'm loving eating more. My workouts, though, are like not a fucking joke. She's like, oh, well, we're gonna eat more, but like we're really focusing on like really high intensity. I'm like, I don't love you for this, but it's all in our plan. It makes sense for what we're doing. We're not just like doing random things to just hope it works, right? This is all very strategic. So even though I am eating more food right now, and it's great and I'm loving it and it works for around the holidays, I am excited because I have watched myself really transform, and that's been awesome. But I still do have those moments where like I'm not where I want to be yet, and that's okay. I think we have to really be careful with judging ourselves too much, right? You can be wanting to lose weight, you can still love what you're doing, but you can also be like, I want more for myself. And that gets to be okay. It gets icky when people judge other people for wanting to lose weight or why are you always concerned about dieting, right? Because it's a very personal thing. So I'm excited for that. And then just really honing in on my mental health and seeing what challenges I can, or obstacles, I guess, for myself, I can work through because I have been doing like exposure therapy since November 2029. So it's been,
Wait, what?
I, I don't know where my brain is right now. I meant 2019, 29. What did I say? 2029?
Yeah.
I don't know where I am. Hi. I don't know where I am. Don't know what's happening. My brain might be abducted. 2019 is what I meant. So it's been 20, 21, 22, 23, 25 years of the work that I've been doing. And sometimes I feel like things have been moving really slow, but then I also have to remind myself that I do have this um disorder that can be very limiting, but I still live a very fulfilling life. And I am very social for somebody that does have agoraphobia. And so just like not putting a really insane timeline for myself and just like pushing myself in ways that feel a little bit scary, but that are still safe. And just like honing in on that. And I feel like it's going to be a really good year because it's a very busy year because we're getting married, but there will be a lot of opportunity to just grow for myself. And then I don't know. Maybe the last health thing will be like getting ready to have a baby, like at the end of the year,
Oh
or I
my
don't know. I
God.
mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the timeline looks like for that, but we really don't want to wait because we've been together for 10 years. And so it's not like, oh, we want to enjoy our newlywed. Like it's like, okay, like we've been doing that, right? Like we've been engaged for 2 years, bought a house together, like we've lived together for I don't know how many years. Like, I don't know. I don't really think a whole lot changes besides now we have to file taxes together. But I don't know. I think those are like my big three that I kind of think about. And part of me feels like should we not try to have a baby because I just lost weight? And I'm like, well, that doesn't really fucking matter. Like it's not necessarily about that. It's just feeling comfortable in your body. And for me, gaining weight was a very traumatic experience because it was just like, you guys have listened to the podcast. I'm not really going to go into it right now. Go back or DM me and I'll spill my guts. But it just is like me proving a point to myself and feeling really good within my body. And then just knowing how to, you know, post pregnancy, just like get back to like how to utilize the tools that we already have. Like that's why coaching is so valuable, even when you are a coach, because you need that toolbox. If you don't have that toolbox, you have nothing. So I think those are my health goals. I will see. I mean, maybe I'll pick up a few along the way, but those are like my big three because they all work together in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. I guess the only other goals we want to hit on is podcast goals. So we wanted to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. We're at 97.
We wanted to hit 125 actually, because I said 100 was doable. And we're almost there. And so if you guys are listening to this, you're not subscribed, go subscribe. But we're close. Like, that's awesome.
We're 28 off.
Hey,
Yeah.
28 of you motherfuckers listening right now, make sure you're subscribed.
Literally.
I start
But
creating
yeah.
fake accounts.
But what else? I mean, we have been doing our monthly guests, which we really
Yeah.
love. We have a really good one coming out next month on finances, so I'm really
Ooh.
excited. It's with Jen. Why am I don't know what her married last name is, but her unmarried is Reichart.
Yeah.
But it's on finances and really a conversation. I think that's a good way to start off the year talking about that because finances touch every part of our life and impact everything. And so if you want to take a hold of that, definitely should listen. But I don't know. Do you have any other goals for the podcast other than like just keep growing?
Yeah, I really would love to continue, which we are. We have guests booked until like midway through 2025. So just keep bringing you guys really valuable people that are in our circle and empowering women again around their finances, around their relationships, their health, whatever it may be. Like that is our platform. If we have to stand on anything, it is that. And like keep doing it in the fun way that we do it. Because every time I sit down to podcast, like we just have such genuine conversations and my cup feels so filled. And when I get messages from my clients or, you guys on Instagram or whatever, like saying, oh, I love this part of the podcast, or I love this, or it made me laugh, or just like these small little things, I'm like, fuck
Mhm.
yeah. Like that, like
Mhm.
we may be small, but we are mighty, tiny but mighty over here. And so in 2025, I just want to really continue to grow and expand into other areas and see what we can kind of really push ourselves to do because I feel like this year we got our footing, we got our shit, in a really good place and now we're going to be able to take that one step further.
I mean, it was the first full
Full
year because we
year.
had started in the fall of
It
2023.
our first episode was like September, but we had really started in
Yeah.
like July, getting all
Right,
laying all the
prepping
groundwork.
and yeah, so, like, this was our
Yeah,
first full, like, work year, so that definitely
right.
felt like a lot, especially, like, when we were biweekly, it felt I was like, "How are we gonna do weekly?" And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we've mastered that, so maybe at some point I mean, weren't didn't we just say we were gonna do extended episodes once a month and we didn't do
Well,
that?
we didn't extend. Yes, we did. It was the Wicked Deep Dive. It's on
Oh,
YouTube.
we
Go look it
did.
up, bitches. Because and the real reason here, you guys, we're pulling back the curtain, a la the Wizard of Oz. We need you to share this with your friends, subscribe, talk about it. If you love what we're doing, we need you to talk about it because one of the reasons why we are doing weekly podcasts versus twice a week is because we do this without getting paid. We put money
Mhm.
into the podcast and we love doing it, right? Wouldn't have it any other way. But with your support, we can make money. We can get ads. We can reach more people. And you guys, we're of integrity. We're not going to like sling some bullshit products or promote things that we don't love and trust. Um, but that's how we grow. You guys, if you like what we're doing, we need you to share that. If you are like,
Yeah.
what can I do? That's how you can support us.
Share.
In the
Sharing is caring.
meantime, sharing is caring. In the meantime, we do extended things on YouTube. We have an extended cut episode. We have our Wicked movie review, and we're going to keep putting little bonuses over there because it's free to upload. But we do at some point want to be able to give you guys 2 episodes a week because we fucking love doing it. Like this is
Mhm.
our space where we get to own the space.
100%. I think a good for next year, maybe I don't know if it's too ambitious, but getting a sponsor or an ad, at least one.
That is
And
not too ambitious. That is
I
not
know
too ambitious.
that's gonna require some more effort on both of our parts that we said we would do this year. But
Yeah,
yeah.
call them out. Call us on our shit. I mean, honestly, that's such like a valuable thing of like being in close proximity with, people like if I wasn't close with Maddy, I wouldn't be driven in such a way and vice versa, or the certain
Mhm.
friends that I have or circles we put ourselves in, right? Because like we're not afraid to like call each other on our shit. And it's like, oh, we want something to happen. Well, you better fucking show up and make it work. And same with
Yeah.
your New Year's resolutions, right? With anybody, you could be listening to this and you're like, I really want to accomplish this health goal. Okay, well, like, let's call you on your shit. Are you doing anything to put a plan together?
Mhm.
Because if you're not putting the plan together right now, if your wheels aren't spinning right now, then I hope this makes them spin because you can't just wake up the first Monday in January after the holidays and be like, "All right, I am ready to do this," and go in blindly on, whether you want to lose weight or you want to get more committed to the gym, right? We can't have these just like little ideas floating around of what we want to accomplish. So that has been the
It blinked out for a second. You good?
are you there? Here I am on my soapbox, and Zoom is like, no, bitch, we are cutting you off. But yeah, that's just been
Um,
my soapbox, calling people on it and making sure that we're doing the shit that we say we're going to do.
100%. And if you, the listener, needs like an idea of okay, if I have a weight loss, excuse me, if I have a weight loss goal I really want to hit, like what would that actually look like planning out? Let me tell you. One of my clients who was like, we did a diet phase, we finished, we are maintaining through the holidays because she really wanted to work on maintaining and perfect time to do it during the holidays. And she's like, I really want to lose 20 more pounds and then maintain at the by the end of the year. I said, perfect, say no more.
Yep.
She gave me all the dates of any trips. Okay. We planned it out. We start our diet phase January. I don't know it right now because I'm not looking at the sheet.
Yeah.
We have her diet phase planned out. We know when she goes on that first vacation during her diet phase, which we'll be able to mitigate around then. We know when we're going to be increasing our calories. We know when the next trip is coming up. We know when she should be done dieting, maintaining, all of that. Literally planned out to the T. Does that mean if something comes up and we can't do this then that it was not worth doing that or she messed up or she failed? No. But we have the skeletons to know what to do. So she's not waking up January 1st like, what am I doing? Right? We already know. We start
Right.
her diet phase soon. Like that's what it takes. Like our clients are successful because A, we are helping them, we're awesome. But B, because you have to plan for these things. Any
Mm-hmm.
goal, no matter if it's weight loss, whatever it is, does not happen, it's just a wish. If you have a goal you want to hit but have no plan, it is a wish. Wishes do not come true without a plan. You got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. And and it's such a powerful thing to know exactly what you are getting yourself into, right? Having that roadmap, knowing that there is a plan in place. Like there's confidence in that. And of course, things happen, the plan shifts. That's fine. You're human, but you have the basis, right? You can look at the calendar and be like, okay, I feel really good. I know what I'm doing. I have a support system that also knows what the fuck they're doing. So it's not just a guessing game. Um, and having that to really look forward to like post holidays is such a grounding thing because post holidays can be an intense time for people and then you're going into the new year And there's this pressure to be like, new year, new me. And you go and you do all these crazy ass things like juice cleanses or, you know, dry January. And then it leads into, drinking your ass off in February because you
Is
felt
there an actual?
deprived.
Is there an
No, but I
actual?
mean, if
No, no,
think
no. I
about it.
mean, like if. Yeah,
Oh, I mean, I'm sure, all the singles around Valentine's Day that just did dry January.
that's a good point.
You go out for Valentine's Day, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If we do the extremes, we can certainly expect to fall way onto the other side of it once you're done with it. So I love that. Yeah, I've been mapping out with my clients as well, and it just allows us to right know what to anticipate. Like we know what's going to happen,
Right.
and I love that. Yeah.
I also want to add to my a category I just thought of is like I don't know what it would be under fun or experiences.
Okay.
Like sometimes when you answer me, like when you're like active listening, I'm like, Allie should have been a therapist. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Tell me more. You do that a lot and it's fine. I think it's funny.
Trying to
Um,
cultivate a safe space over here.
Literally though, as if I'm sharing something so dark. I'm like, I really want to have fun. Okay. Okay.
Because you need that in your life. You are deprived
Fun?
on fun. You
I
need
am.
to do things that are not work related. You need to do more. And you've been doing that. And so it is something that is actually so important. It's not just you being like,
Yes.
I just want to like sprinkle a little fun into my life. No, you need to fucking add that into your structure on a
I
weekly
know.
basis.
And I am because I'm in Denver right now. And
Yeah,
then the week I get back, probably not because I'm going on a trip again, but it's not so much fun trip.
sure.
But I do have, for the first time ever, maybe second time ever. I don't think I've ever been to a New Year's party. I booked me and my mom going to a New Year's like party thing. It's at a jazz bar in Pittsburgh, and it's like a huge like I love like everyone knows my jazz infatuation right now. And I found them, but you like we booked it and we get like 2 hours we can sit at the table and it starts at 7, but they have like four different performers. The thing goes till like 1 in the morning, but that's I'm not going to be there that long.
You're like,
But
I'll
I've,
be in bed.
yeah, we in bed. But and the heard the food is bomb, so I've never been there. I've never done anything like this. I'm like, this is gonna be fun. So we are doing those things. But yeah, fun
Good.
experiences, things like that. They're not work related.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so important and it reminds us why we want to work so hard. Because of course we have passion. We love helping women. We love making an impact on people's lives, but we also need to remember to put ourselves first and do things that are fulfilling and reignite that passion. And so when you can go out and do something for yourself and like it's a completely selfish experience in the best way possible, like you going to this jazz performance for New Year's Eve, you're like, I am in my jazz era and I'm going to go do this and it's going to be amazing. That is so cup filling. That drives so much passion. I guarantee you're going to have just like this creative explosion.
I already feel creative right now
Yeah.
just talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah. Add more fun. And like I think sometimes we tend to go to extremes. It's like, well, I need to be doing something fun every single week. And it's like, okay, well, you might not have the social battery for it. And that also gets to be okay. And what does fun look like for you? Because goddamn, I love Wicked, but I went to the movies with my sister and this is like where the agoraphobia comes out. I haven't gone to the movies without James in probably years. I nearly had a panic attack waiting for the movie to start. I'm sitting there, I'm like having all of these horrible thoughts come into my brains because like honestly, I don't really feel safe going to the movie theaters in America. And I have to remind myself that like, well, I'm in a very small area, so like I'm not in a big city. It's probably going to be fine, but it's fucking scary. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I got a cocktail, couldn't even enjoy my cocktail because I'm like over here just like trying not to panic. And so sometimes I have to remind myself that somebody's version of fun might not be my version of fun, and that's also okay. So that's on the agoraphobia hour. If you guys need to feel validated, my ass is like sitting in the chair and I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh my God. But as soon as the movie starts, I feel a sense of tranquility come over my body. But yeah, I would love to hit up a little jazz moment, like 7 to 9 p.m. Oh, that sounds perfect. Oh,
It does.
don't catch me out like I'm like, sometimes I like to be out late, but sometimes I'm like, I'm done. My social battery is dead.
Yeah, no, that will, yeah, that, yeah,
Your
that's,
soul's gonna
I'm,
feel so recharged.
oh, I know. I've been trying to find like little jazz places in Pittsburgh, and there's a lot. I
Yeah.
think there's at like fancy hotels and things like that. But like, if I need like a cappuccino, like a decaf coffee. Like, I'm not getting a drink. I don't drink, so I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna.
yeah. You don't drink, of course.
That's a
Yeah.
hobby I'm not picking up, but
A little decaf coffee and like while you're 'cause in the nighttime. Ooh, I love that. When you come in April, we are definitely, I don't know, my sister knows the name of it, but we're gonna go to I don't know what you call it. Do you just call it a jazz cafe?
I don't know what you would call it.
Or
But
did I just make that up that you said that?
the one I just said,
Did you say Jazz Cafe or did I make that up?
probably it's a
Okay,
jazz
I'm
bar.
going with it. Jazz Cafe. There's one, I think Kate's been to it a couple times, but we are gonna go and live our best lives. And that'll just like it's so calming and just like
It
sitting
is.
there, like you feel the music flow through your body.
Yeah, the vibrations. I think that's why I love sound bowls so much, because the vibrations.
Yes. Oh, wow. And that's on that.
And that's on
Love a
that.
vibration.
So everyone's homework is figure out what you want your goals to be 2025. And then look at yourself in the mirror and be like, do I have a plan? If not, how am I going to get a plan? That's your
Yes.
homework.
Be so fucking for real with yourself.
Yeah.
I love
Don't be
that.
like, I know what to do. No, you don't, bitch. You didn't get there yet. You don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do. There is an illusion of I know what to do because maybe you follow us, you follow other people, you watch a lot of TikToks. You're like, "Oh, I know what I should do." But you are such an individual person. You're needing something that is very specific for you because one cannot just be done for the masses. Like a crazy crash diet, sure, it would work. It works for everybody theoretically, but how many of those people that did the one crazy ass diet gained all the weight back, right? So you need to
All of them.
give yeah, all of them. You need to give yourself that fucking love and be like, I deserve to pour into myself and put money into myself because my goals are important.
Mhm.
And if you can't look in the mirror and say that to yourself and like be real with yourself, then girl, I don't know.
Godspeed.
Yeah, I can't help you.
Godspeed from the atheist and the spiritual
I
person.
think you're a spiritual queen. I do.
I think I am too. It's my
Yeah,
destiny.
yeah, I love
And that's
it.
on
Do you
that.
have anything to wrap it up, or have we said it all?
I feel like we have said it all.
We've said it all. All right, close us out.
Give mama a second here.
You know when like they're like it'll be like the award shows and it's like they're playing the music. They're playing the music and the person's still like on the stage.
That is us. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching Kind of Hot, Kind of Healthy. Please make sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this with your girlfriend who needs to hear this. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere where you can stream podcasts. If you have any question about life, friends with health, and 1 or 2 cents, email us at kindahotpod@gmail.com. That's KINDAHOTPOD@gmail.com. Bye.
I